What's good, YouTube? It's Jay. Welcome to this new video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to understand your niche and build a crazy offer for your SMMA in under 5 minutes. So, if you're an agency owner, you're just getting started, or you already have an agency, and you're doing pretty good numbers, but you want to scale to those past numbers, this is the exact thing I'm currently just doing. At it's like 4 a.m. I did this today, to understand my market, but also build a crazy offer that can actually penetrate the market. So before I kind of go over anything, the basic thing you guys need to understand is might be the only tip I got from school in business is supply and demand. When you jump into an SMMA, people will just do what this guy offer is making, do what this guy offer is doing. But you have to understand that those big guys doing this offer have case study, have a proven system, they have a lot of things that you don't have. They have the personal branding. They have a lot of things that you don't have, meaning it's going to be a lot harder for you to actually penetrate that market and take a share of the market. So this video is pretty much going to make sure you understand the market, the pain point, the desire, the common objection they're facing, and the sophistication of the market leveraging ChatGPT. So let's get right into it. Boys, it's 4 a.m. I'm giving you like a full value pack video, but let's get right into it. So I pretty much just asked GPT, and I got this from Serge Guattari, which I met up a couple of days ago, and about making whole market analysis. And it's pretty much asking ChatGPT to make a prompt for a deep market analysis for realtors for my SMMA. And the goal is to understand the sophistication of the market, what they truly want, and what they've been pitched before, what their common objection they're having, and what offer will actually penetrate the market. But there's this flight that goes crazy. So let's get right into it. So the first prompt is pretty much is gonna make me a prompt. So you're using AI to guide AI, which is pretty much the whole thing. Give me a sec. I have this bug. I'll kill it. My fault, boys. I had to kill this fly real quick. But yeah, like I was saying, it's pretty much just I'm using ChatGPT to create me a prompt to make a better usage of GPT. So I made them the prompt. I pretty much just made a prompt a lot more in detail and pretty much talking about the market sophistication, like going a lot more in depth. I won't go too much into details. I want this to make it super short and sweet and value stack for you guys. So I pretty much just put that into the next chat, and I leverage one thing that is super important is, and I'll kind of show you guys what I did with the whole market analysis, which is super long, but super valuable, is I've copy and pasted it, but I use this simple thing I'm doing on ChatGPT, which is pretty much let me just lower it, and it's pretty much just doing a research. So if you go on ChatGPT, you can actually go on deep research, and I pretty much just copy and paste the prompt we made, and I put it into the detail thing, pretty much. So yeah. Then when I did this, it took about like 10 to 15 minutes just to build the whole entire thing. And what happens is just ChatGPT goes over like website, Reddit, like it goes on the whole internet to pretty much just give you all the valuable information. And I won't dive too much into deep, but like I'll kind of glance at it a bit. But it talks about the sophistication of the market, and I'll give you guys a brief summary. And because I've already been into the space, I can already tell the information they give me for my niche is actually super relevant and super true. And for someone that is just getting started into SMMA, whether it's roofing, contracting, pool building, epoxy, whatever niche you have, I think every agency owner should be doing that. So pretty much saying right now, real estate is a highly sophisticated market and saturated, because people are pretty much tried it before, they've been burnt in the past, and it goes over like what they usually do. So, those Zillow Premier Pro agents, Realtor.com, referral programs, and it goes over like what they tried in the past, and it goes into detail into what happened and what are actual things people are saying about it. So even the whole like guarantee, which is kind of becoming a buzzword, it doesn't even impact them as much now with guarantees because they hear pretty much every agency saying, we'll get you closed deals in X, Y, and Z time or you don't pay. Meaning if everyone does it, it doesn't hold any more power. So there's a lot of things we talk even about, like, those overused angles, about the paper close, what are the generic things they're having, and like the skepticism, and then it goes over like pain point and desire. So about the pain point and desire, what I think is super important is they actually talk about what they actually want. Like, so meaning the pain point is they actually want quality lead. They're mostly working on the referral. They don't have a lot of time, and it goes over everything and what they're actually wanting in a marketing agency. Meaning for them, for this, it was saying they want an actual lead gen system that helps them with follow up, because sometimes it could actually be their fault, but because they're not getting follow up, it'll put it on you. And funny enough, I had this exact situation not too long ago with a client that were getting good results for it, but he wasn't closing and he put it on us, and it was literally telling the exact same thing. So it was super cool, and it goes over everything. Even as far as conversion rate support, what do they really want, the cost effectiveness, what they've tried in the past, what are the current like model, people just doing $1,000 to $2,000 a month retainers or PIFs, 90 days period. Like it pretty much just uncovers what the whole agency is doing. And I'll kind of save some time because a lot of stuff we talk about, even about their emotional drivers, like how to get them into pain points. So always adding scarcity, saying we only partner with one or two realtors per area. We talk about the branding, a lot of stuff that they're adding on. And I won't go too much into detail, but I would suggest you guys do it by your own. And on our job, the actual prompt, so you guys can just say, "Hey, ChatGPT, make this for my niche," and I'll pretty much just DM me on Jayden at Jayden.noah.louis, and I'll send it to you. And then it goes over objection. So, what are the most common objection? Because as you guys are hopping into a niche, or you guys already into a niche, there's objection that usually comes a lot of the times. So, pretty much, I've tried the service in before, and it goes over the root cause and what do they actually want. Leads are usually low quality, never convert. It's too expensive. Uh, Most of my business come referral. I don't have time to follow with the leads. I've been burnt in the past. This is like a huge one, and it pretty much just uncovers like why the objection is relevant for them and how to pre-handle the objection. Uh, Obviously, I think the biggest thing is obviously rapport building. If they already like you on a call, they want to transact with you, but it helps a lot with pre-handling objections. So even in terms of sales, this prompt is crazy because it helps you a lot understanding it. And then they go over, after understanding the market in detail, what are the offer positioning you have to make to actually penetrate the market. Because there's two things in business that I've learned so far in school, which I can say thank you, but that's like the only two thing is how to penetrate a market and how to take a share of the market, which is pretty much the same thing. So you can either you can pretty much just do two things. It's either what you do is a lot more for a lot less, meaning your price is super low, but the value is super high. For example, when Uber hopped into the market, the price was crazy low, meaning because it was so low and the value was the same as a taxi, they were able to take a lot of the market really quickly. That's one thing you can do. The second thing you can do, it's either having or targeting niching down to something specific, meaning we only target luxury realtors, meaning for them, it's a lot more specified for them and it actually resonates a lot more with them. So in this case, when we're talking about like entering a market, especially with literally just agencies being created every single day, you have to create an offer or a mechanism that is super different to where you're going to be able to take that share of the market pretty quickly. Because if not, you're competing against every single one. And the whole thing about building an offer is you want to create your own blue ocean. If your offer is something they've never been pitched before, or really just a couple of people pitched them before that offer, what's going to happen is now they can't really compare it to anything. Because if, especially they've been on so many of these calls, which happened on a call literally a couple of days ago, a guy I closed, is I create an offer so good, it was like it was a no brainer for him. Like it was literally a no brainer. Like my sales was really good, but it was also like a no brainer offer to where he closed on the spot. So pretty much just the GPT goes over like creating a unique mechanism, a niche, adding a branding, pretty much just making sure you're not like everyone else. That's what it's all about in nowadays. It even talks about the sophistication of the market being at a stage five, meaning people already tried it, they have trust issues, a lot of stuff, and it goes into detail. And then it pretty much addressed your messaging. So what do you want to message to your potential client, pre-handling them. So, acknowledge this upfront. Like it goes a lot into detail into like how to pre-handle a lot of the objection and then creating that irresistible offer. So saying, add a guarantee, add a tie down, make sure you have some skin in the game. Uh, Either like a success fee and everything, and adding like no contract, because like pretty much just adding everything they will want to have in like the perfect agency to where now all you have to do is pretty much just craft an offer that answers all of this and you'll pretty much just crack the code. I won't give you guys my specific offer I'm building because I think it's freaking crazy. Uh, but you guys can try to make up your own. And I'll see what you guys to think as well. So it gives you example: qualified appointments or you don't pay, Or offer B, I think was, yeah, your first closing guarantee, which is something that most people do. Like that's an actually, like, especially in the YouTube ad space, a lot of my friends are doing is we'll guarantee you two listings in 90 days or you don't pay. Personally, I feel like this offer gets nowadays like started to get commoditized. So I would try to get away from that. But finding a system that works, even the pricing model, like performance based or hybrid, limited spot, like it goes in a lot into detail. And I won't go too much, so I'll pretty much just recap it for you guys. But the whole thing about this GPT is how to understand your market at a way deeper level, understanding like where they're coming from, where they want to go. First of all, it's gonna build a lot more trust. And if you can upfront tell them, hey, I know all this about you, this is probably your situation, it's gonna be like, okay, this guy actually knows me, especially if you're a younger guy. If you look a bit younger, you have to understand that if this person actually understands me, it's easier for me to transact with them. And this is where most of my clients are closing at a high percentage, is because it comes from actually understanding them and positioning my offer as the solution to the service. And with an offer that is so different, I'm creating my own lane. So yeah, I hope you guys like this value stack videos. If you guys want to make me more, drop a follow, drop a like. I'll try to make this as much as possible. It was pretty much just off the top, off the dome. Right now it's like what? It's 5 a.m. in the morning. Wanted to make this quick video, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was Jayden. Peace.